Why should Lindsay join us?
I mean, my answer is obvious. We adding another DMV native to the squad? Are you kidding me? Like this
That's my
whole
reason why.
podcast is about the DMV. Lindsay's
Is
roots are
it?
so deep in the DMV. I mean, the whole
This is a
documentary.
podcast about the DMV.
The documentary is
Jazz,
about
I just feel like we just lost our job to Lindsay Allen. Lord, this day we gonna be gone.
Basically, we're getting
Lindsay just
replaced.
took our
That
job.
Hey,
is
walk in
Misha's
your trap,
vote.
take over your trap. What they be saying?
Hey, I'm just trying to live.
All I want is credit, give me mine. We've been counted out too many times. They was hating, told them get in line. Ain't no breaks until we hit the finish line. I cannot retire from it.
Welcome to Sideline Stories. I can't retire from this podcast, where our common denominator is hoops. We're bringing you interviews, stories, and insight from all around the women's basketball world because, well, we really can't retire from this. Let's get into it. We're back, we're better. Every time we get a little bit better. Like a fine wine, we age and we, become more savory, whatever it is. Hi, we can't retire from this. The Can't Retire Doc, Can't Retire Sideline Stories, whatever you want to call us. We are it. We are here. It's Misha Jones with the Afro Puffs today. Jasmine Dallas, Melanie Page, Tanisha Benson. Excited to see y'all again. I love that we're seeing each other more frequently these days. Your beautiful faces, talking hoops, talking everything. But I'm going to be quiet because today there's something, Mel, special that you want to do.
You know, I have friends in high and low places. Today we'll talk about
Hi, hello.
I'm sorry.
Hi.
today.
So what are we?
We low. Hey, she was referring
You're
to us.
starting off on a high note. Okay,
Yeah.
Mel.
She gonna
Go
bring her
ahead,
high friends
girl.
today. The low
So I'm
friends
just
is
trying
on
to. I just want to nominate somebody that will help elevate us. Because it's
Okay. We're not
somebody
gonna take it
that's
personal.
somebody that's
Cool.
this high that'll bring us up, right? So today I want to nominate somebody that I've known for over 20 years. I've literally watched her basketball career from when she first started, and she was playing up. She was like 6 years old, playing 10 and under. And mind you, I'm like 3 years older than her. So why is she dominating me when I am 10 years old? Okay. That's when we knew that she was special. She's low-key one of the funniest people I've ever known. I've seen her play every single year of her basketball career, and I've watched her elevate and be shorter than me. I beat her, in the championship game for high school. She hasn't
Had to
beat
let
me
that be known.
yeah, just so it doesn't sound so self-deprecating to me.
Yeah, it was coming off that way.
Yeah. No, I used to be in charge of guarding her, and she maybe scored on me like twice, but it elevated my defense, and she didn't score on me in that championship game. I watched the replay. Okay, so I would like to introduce and see if y'all agree that she should join us in our collective, into our fold, as Misha calls it. She goes by the name of Lindsay Allen. She's
No way.
number
Miss
15.
Lindsay.
No way.
Yeah.
Miss
No way.
Lindsay Allen.
No way. She here?
She's here.
She scored on you more than twice,
hope.
too.
Right. Let's go back to that part. Let's get past
Let's
the
let
first
her
she's
get
like,
in here when we talk about that part.
There's no time.
Bro.
Hey. It's Lindsay Allen, everybody.
Hey, what's good?
Oh yeah.
What's good, Lindsay?
I'm going to step
Yeah,
away. I'm going to let y'all talk to her and let me know what y'all think at the end.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye,
that's
Mel.
a deal. That's a deal.
Bye. Oh, hey, Lindsay.
I know.
What's up, Lindsay Allen?
Not much. How are you?
Man, we're excited to be here with you. What a surprise. Mel was just giving us some interesting information, Lindsay,
Yeah.
introing you, letting us know a little bit about you. But Mel also said that in a championship game, she locked you up defensively. First of all, can you recall said championship game, and is this information correct and verifiable or false?
Ooh.
Well, I'm not going to plead the fifth because it is verifiable. So I'll say facts are hazy. My memory's a little hazy. I don't know if this
Oh,
is true or not, or if I remember it correctly. But I'll say it was an even battle.
Even battle. Okay.
well,
Okay.
okay. Let me also ask though. She said she was how many years older? So
It's true.
if you was like a freshman,
She
she
was
a
two.
senior.
She's 2 years
Okay.
older. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So she was locking up. She was locking up a kid at the time.
She was
You know,
fouling.
she got a little more experience on me.
Basically.
So she might have had a few tricks up her sleeve, but I caught
Mhm.
up, I learned quick. I'm a quick learner. So
Yes.
Girl, she was fouling
Nice.
you. It's okay. We can be honest. That
I
girl was
was about to say,
hacking
what were
you
the tricks?
and
yeah,
She
I
was giving you a
fouling
mean,
little
you.
rib.
We
What we
know.
talking about?
I'm down to blame it on the refs all day, every
Yeah.
day. So if they don't want to call stuff, they want to give, her team the upper hand. Because maybe they felt bad for them at the time. They trying to get their first championship in a while. So
Mm,
yeah, we'll give it to them. But we gotta look back and more.
Okay. Okay.
In my like
Respect.
remaining career in high school.
okay. Well,
Good
so for
answer.
those who may not know, Lindsay Allen is from Maryland, the
hmm
DMV, one
Yeah,
of
born and
the
raised.
born and raised, one of the basketball hotspots, probably to me personally, also DMV born and raised, the basketball hotspot,
I
especially for
agree.
women's basketball. I know that's right. Eat it
I
up.
agree.
Yep.
The
Um, so you
Okay.
went to St.
All right.
John's. Hey, we gotta connect on a
she said
level.
not too
It,
much.
it was a
Trying to
lot.
see.
It was a lot, Jazz.
All the
I
time.
agree.
It's
Like
both be Misha and
I'm
Mel.
You
gagging.
gotta
I'm
represent.
gagging. Literally
And she is
gagging.
a
Not
Not too much. Not too much.
like y'all, the only
Anyways,
place that has basketball.
Lindsay played for St. John's in the
Mhm.
shout out.
WCAC, one of the best conferences, if not also the best conference in the country for women's basketball.
Yep, say that.
Mel played at Seton. So that was when y'all matched up against each other. The
Mhm.
DMV had a lot of great private school and public school programs, but they also have a lot of great AAU programs. And when you were coming up, you talk about it in the interview that Mel did with you, but who were the big name AAU programs in your area? And if you played against them, throw a little shade if you want to.
The biggest ones were, of course, like the Nike ones back in when I was in AAU. I mean, I guess now they have like all types of Adidas, Under Armour circuits, Nike circuits, like all kind of teams. But back then, like the Nike circuit was the biggest one. So you want to play for a Nike team, Nike AAU team for sure. Like Fairfax Stars. When I was younger, like I played for Team XL, and we would go against Team Seoul, like every
Mm,
tournament, every
Team Soul.
weekend. Like
Oof,
the rivalry was just crazy with them. Like
real one
every
though.
single game. Like it was like a battle. I played for Team Unique as well.
It's like, were there any specific players that you remember from the AAU days playing against that just stood out as a rivalry on a more individual level?
Well, when I left Team XL, when I was on Fairfax Stars in middle school a little bit, we would play against Elena Beard, Elite. And so like some of their players like were my former teammates with Team Excel. And so like obviously we're still cool at the time, but like obviously like we're going against each other now and we're trying to compete to see who can, go to nationals and who can win like the Potomac Valley region. So I would go against them. Like it was like Aaliyah Epps. She was hooping at the time. She went to Spalding, I think. Tori Chestnut, maybe Nicole Derrickson. But then I was with Team Unique and we had like some hoopers from Baltimore as well, like
Mhm.
Tyshell King,
Yup.
Jana Tucker, Infinity Austin, Tori Oliver, who I played with at St. John's.
You taking me back. So you were two
Yeah.
years older than me. So I remember being in
Mm-hmm.
middle school. One thing me and my family was gonna do, we was gonna find the best girls basketball in the area
Oh, I
and be
love that.
there. It'd be sad.
Mm.
And yeah, I remember all these names you're talking about. And it's so
Uh-huh.
funny because let me know if you agree with this. I think there's just been waves of people coming out of this area, and whether it's on the AAU circuit, the high school circuit, and it's only gotten
Mhm.
better with
Yeah.
age and time. Because I remember way back, even before either of us were in high school, Monica Wright coming out of Forest Park
Mm-hmm.
in Northern Virginia to the WNBA. She
Right.
went from Forest Park to UVA to the WNBA. But like so many different players like that who just came up in this area and set the foundation for what you're talking about. The first to play
Yeah.
on the AAU teams. I think about Christy Winters Scott, who calls the Washington
Mm.
Mystics games, who played for the
Mm-hmm.
Vogues way back when,
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
you know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
those roots just run so deep. And also, I would be remiss to forget to talk about Marissa Coleman, who is another St. John's
Oh
product
yeah.
that we have
Mm-hmm.
to, show some love to. Couldn't mention St. John's and not talk Marissa Coleman because those Maryland
Yeah.
teams back at 06, Christy Tolliver is my favorite player of all
Man.
time. So,
No,
you know,
same. I remember watching their run in '06. I was like, wow, like this is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. This is where I want to go. Like
mm-hmm,
they were like everything to me that year. So that's actually crazy. And then just going to like their basketball games when I was growing up too, like
mm-hmm.
getting their autographs, like seeing them in person. I was like, wow, this is like, and then even seeing Christy now, I'm like, wow, like you were,
Yeah.
yeah, like you were the one that kind of like inspired me and motivated me to get to that level and then get to the pros. So yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. Jazz, Tanisha, you
100%.
guys also hooped, right? So, Jazz, you
Yeah.
were up there in the Pacific Northwest. Benson, where did you grow up, and
Ooh.
who were some? All right, we gotta let them rep their area though. We done done a
Right,
little
we
bit,
let them talk their
That's
piece.
a little
you know.
hostility.
Yeah,
What's gotta get
She
the
need our
Pacific
vote.
Northwest?
You know you need our vote, right?
she forgot this is her initiation.
Right.
It don't matter. The merit and the facts speak for
Who
themselves.
you hating
So
on the Northwest? I'm just curious. I'm curious what you hating on the
Who
Northwest
picked your
for.
pocket in the Northwest?
For real.
Why did Joe shot up there?
Dang.
But Benson, do you remember when you were hooping coming up? Who were the big name teams, whether they be high school, travel, AAU, the folks that you really had your eyes on or were playing against and really had your eyes on?
So I'm from the Midwest, Ohio, OH.
IO.
Okay,
oh
there we
yeah,
go.
some
So
slight.
everybody know what that is. You know, you ain't gotta be there, and you know. We had like Jantel Lavender,
Okay, okay.
all Ohio. We had that whole crew. And they just were just disrespectful on a whole nother level. Just because they just had a different grit about them. And Ohio was a lot more unified. Just like Lindsay, what you're talking about, that Nike circuit, it just completely changed. When they came back from summer to high school, it was just like, what happened to you? You know, like you morphed into something else. Like, you know what I mean? You smacking people and, growling at people, stepping over people.
Growling.
And you go to a private school, like what we doing? So, yeah, we had, Jantel Lavender, Jessica Davenport.
Who did you hoop against? Who were your rivals?
Jantel Lavender. My daddy
I can only
said,
imagine her in
I'm
high
gonna
school.
put it out there. I love Jantel. I do, but I gotta put it out there. My daddy said, if you swat her shot, she's about 6'5", right? I ain't that. You swat her shot, I'll give you $100. I tried to take that woman's head off. I tried to tell her, listen, I need that money. Run me that money. Pat Summer was at that game. Boy, listen. We had
you
that
played up on a
game.
Pat Summit?
We think that, yeah, we had that thing jumping.
That's crazy.
We had that
First
thing
of all,
jumping. Like and poor Pat, she had to go up 15 steps to get to us to a seat they had to make up because it wasn't no room. But yes, that's my old story. Lindsay, I had to go way back. You know what I mean? I had to dust off.
We're not talking years. We're not gonna mention no years.
No, don't do that.
We
don't
could.
Jantel was
why?
This good because yours is right next behind you. Ours, we got to really turn and look. We got to turn all the way around to make sure we remember what's going on. You think you slick, bitch.
That part.
Jazz, what about you up there in the PNW?
I mean, so the thing is that the difference, I always tell people, difference on West Coast and East Coast is like, West Coast, we got 3 states. Like we ain't, there's not as many. So I think there's always like this culmination of like a few big moments. There's not several, right? So the Stars is big. Like there's a Stars program out in Cali. They're still going, and then there's the Northwest Stars. So those were always some of the bigger programs. And Washington. So I grew up right across the river from Portland, Oregon, and Washington, and so Seattle was kind of the heavy hitters. And you had Regina King, which I think she just passed, rest her soul and everything, but she was up at UW, and we had I'm missing her last name right now, Jordan, who went out to Tennessee. We had this Portland Elite basketball organization.
Jordan,
but I will say,
I know who you're talking about, and now
I can't remember her last name to save my life right now. I had it. She's got to be mid to late 30s now. But we got youngins out here too. Cameron Brink just came out of here. I obviously didn't play against her, but I coached against her. I was like, hold it down,
I played
Brink.
against some people out there. Mercedes Russell, I think, is from Oregon. Jordan Reynolds, who actually went to Tennessee from Oregon too, I think.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Uh,
Thank
oh,
you.
okay, yeah, we're the same age. I'm about
That's
to
what I
say
was thinking
mid
of.
to
I was
late
like,
30s. I was
she's
like, hold
younger.
on.
Maybe she was younger than me, so I was like, I don't know, she's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, I think the West Coast, just everything about our style of basketball is different. So it's
Hmm.
like how Benson was just like, oh, there's that grittiness. Like, we are just now starting to understand that. We are finesse players on the West Coast.
Hmm.
We like the
Facts.
flash. That's just how we play and who we are. Like, and a lot of times soccer's dominating some of the other stuff. We want to be inside. So
Right.
like, it's raining. I don't. Mm-mm. But yeah, I mean, like it was a lot of going down to Cali, and
Okay.
you see some Cali stars right now. Like Jordan Canada's out there doing her thing. I remember watching her
Hmm.
play in AAU. I didn't play against her. She's significantly younger than I am, but she's doing her thing. But I remember watching her in her AAU days, and it's fun to see. We got some youngins that are starting to make a little splash again out here from Oregon. um, Jazzy Davis, who I think is just committed
Okay,
to
yeah.
USC. So it's fun. We try and do our thing, even though Lindsay Allen don't like the rain or
That's
whatever.
what
I
she
don't know
Oh
said.
what
my
That's what she said.
goodness.
That's what she
happened.
said. That's
Oh,
what
She
we
she
came
feel
said.
for
Yeah,
that.
me.
I like
See,
I
Seattle
was
as a
just
city
sitting here.
personally. It's one of my favorite cities to go to in the summer during our season. So
You,
yeah,
you
she
ain't gotta be
said
so angry then.
it's love. It's love.
it's all love. It's all love. You gotta
Well,
talk some stuff
Lindsay,
sometimes.
Well, Lindsay,
Yeah.
we just talked about, some young stars, and there's some other young stars that are about to enter the league here in a little bit. When you make that transition from college to pro, like you said, you're playing with people that you grew up watching hoop. You grew up
Hmm.
looking up to those people. So, how did your mindset shift when your idols became your rivals?
Um, I think the main thing I had to realize, and I didn't really like realize this or like fully understand it until I got into training camp my rookie year. But like obviously I knew like the WNBA is a massive step up from high school. But like it's a huge like massively every other acronym you can think or like synonym you could think of to describe it is such a big step up in terms of just how quick the athletes are, the players are, how much more talented and skilled they are, how much smarter they are. Like they just like it's just a huge step up because they've been doing this for years and they've been pros for years. And like I think it just speaks to like once you get into that environment, like it's just like you learn so much so quickly. So I think once I got into training camp, I was like, I was trying to get to the spots I usually got to in college, and I'll get cut off, or trying to make this pass, and the angle or the passing angle wouldn't be there, or just everything. I just couldn't get what I usually got in college. So I think just realizing that in training camp, like I was like, whoa. But then like once you go through the season and you learn and you grow, and I had great vets my rookie year. Like I had Tina Charles, I had Epiphany Prince, I had Shavante Zealous, Kia Vaughn. I'm trying to think who else. Bria Hartley, like Brittany
Ooh,
Boyd.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, I had so many good players who had my back and also just like taught me, that like they're not gonna make it easy on me, but I'm gonna learn so much. So I was so grateful for that season and just having who I had as vets. Um, and just helping me get that mindset of like I have to improve so much and I have to go overseas and get better and come back and like prove, I deserve to play, I deserve to help the team win.
Well, that's nuts. I can't imagine being at a WNBA draft, let alone a training camp. The thought alone gives me crippling anxiety. I was a hooper too, but knowing that at that level, the room for error and margin for error, especially at the point guard position, what you're doing, like you got to be locked in. You got to be a different type of, you know what I mean, dog. Especially with the folks who are already in the league and all those
Hmm.
names you just mentioned, like Shavante Zealous. She didn't play point guard all the time. Sometimes she could, it was in her bag,
Yeah,
but
she would play sometimes.
she was cold.
Yeah.
And so imagining coming in as a rookie and going up against her in practice is, you know what I mean. All right. I've enjoyed talking to you, Lindsay. Benson, Jazz, y'all have any other questions for Lindsay?
Yeah, just obviously, like, you've had a pretty great career and lots of experience being able to leverage basketball. But really, I guess my thing is, we are obviously it's right there in our name, but why can't you retire from this?
Man, I can't retire from this because I don't know. I mean, I'm playing it year round already at this point between WNBA and overseas. But even when I do get time off, I'll be watching some kind of documentary, listening to some kind of sports podcast, basketball podcast, and it's just like it gets me so inspired to like whenever the next time, I'm gonna work out, start working out again. And so yeah, I just can't retire from it. Like I remember when I first got back from overseas like a week and a half ago, and I was watching the Court of Gold, the Team USA documentary on Netflix, on one of my flights, and I was like, wow, like I can't wait to pick up a basketball again. Like it's just like the feeling that it brings out, how hard they work, how much they love it, seeing Katie like tear up about it, like it was just crazy. So
DMV native.
yeah, I just right, hey. So yeah, just know even when I do
Right.
retire, I can never ever retire from it. It'll always be with like in me.
That's beautiful. Wow. Okay, you're making a strong case for yourself. I like that. I like that.
Thank you, thank you.
I think it's time to bring Mel back. Melanie.
Hey y'all.
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle
Page
Page.
in the house. Hey y'all, how's it
Um,
going? Did you enjoy
You
Lindsay?
got some snacks.
Yeah, it was great.
The Snacker Smiles
Thank
back.
First of all, not sponsored.
Yeah, not
Should
sponsored
be.
by Goldfish,
Not
but should be.
affiliated.
should be.
And she's
snack that
eating,
smiles
eating
back.
while she's on the job. So
We had a great time with Lindsay. Lindsay's yeah. I vibe with Lindsay.
Yeah.
I do.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Even though she be hating on the Northwest and
she
stuff.
sure did.
I
She
think
threw y'all under the
maybe
bus.
Vandersloot gotten that ass one time or another. She hates the
Yeah,
Northwest
she
now.
did. She did for sure. Right.
Be honest.
It's okay, me too, girl. Me too.
Lindsay, I've been rooting for you. What do you mean? You was going in on them.
Yeah.
Well, I had to rep the DMV.
Ah,
It's
Okay.
all love. It's all friendly fire.
okay. I get it.
We also heard that Mel, you was actually just bullying a kid, and that's why you was over here talking about I locked her up, and she was like
your whole intro to get
filling
taken
papers.
out because you lied. Flat out lied. You've been following her and all types of stuff, talking about you locked her up. Yeah. I can't believe you got on here saying that.
First thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, all right. So when I said I'm nominating Lindsay, do you guys agree? Can I have you guys vote? I feel like everybody should vote if Lindsay should join us.
What are we gonna say aye? What are we gonna say? What we
All in favor? Can you do an all in favor, Mel?
Please have your votes ready. All in favor for Lindsay Allen joining the Can't Retire from This podcast, Sideline Stories podcast collective. Please raise your hand and say aye. 3, 2, 1. All right.
We not, you don't usually go to count.
You don't get a vote.
You can vote for
Also,
yourself.
why you
Let us
do
say
that?
our
You
ayes.
go person by person.
You don't get a vote.
Okay,
Yeah.
you fired from the inductees.
Yeah.
You
Let
got
us
on
say
my
our
butt.
eye when we want to say our eye. You don't have to count for our eye. We can handle eyes. Eye.
Right.
And may everybody tell me why. Why should Lindsay join us?
I mean, my answer is obvious. We adding another DMV native to the squad? Are you kidding me? Like this
That's
whole
my reason why.
podcast is about the DMV. Lindsay's roots are
it?
so deep in the DMV. I mean, the whole documentary.
It's about the DMV.
The documentary.
Jazz, I just feel like we just lost our job to Lindsay Allen. Lord, we gonna be gone.
Basically, we're getting
Lindsay just
replaced.
took our job.
That
Hey,
is
walk in
Misha's
your trap,
vote.
take over your trap. What they be saying?
Hey, I'm just trying to live. We just over here
It's the
trying to
lyrics
live.
for me.
Hey, they hit us with the alley oop. They hit us with the alley oop, Jazz. They've been trying to get her on this whole time.
That's
Yeah.
Let's see
that's
what
my
it really
reasoning.
is. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I thought I
That's
had
my
fun.
reasoning.
Misha put her
But
Afro
also-
puffs in, and she just said,
Oh my god.
"Yeah, all y'all."
First of all, I had to get my lady of rage on. Yeah, but also because Lindsay, I am big fan of your game also. And I
Thank you.
think from what you just told us, you share the same passion for it that we do. And that's why we're all here, right? That's why we're all here. So I'm in.
Yeah.
Benson,
I mean, for me,
Jess.
I guess I would just say I think there's a little bit of us, even if we're not actively playing anymore, it's bigger than that. I think we all, part of our identity is rooted in basketball. And I think that's the same for Lindsay. So, it's not just a job. There's a lot of people that are blessed to be, playing, but there's a difference between a basketball player and a hooper. And so we're a team of hoopers, and Lindsay is also in that same vein. So she got my vote. She got my vote. She won't need to just chill on the whole Northwest hating, but that's okay. We're gonna work on that.
I got you.
I'm
Benson?
definitely in because she the real only hooper on the call that actually can still play. I tore my Achilles 8 months ago, so we got to at least have one person that if they talking junk on the podcast, we got to say,
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that one. You're right.
Don't we? Because me, nor Jazz, nor Misha need to be out there.
Speak for yourself. You just took me out there. And I'm
I'll
not
spot up.
Technically,
I'm gonna spot up.
I don't know about you.
I can
You're the one
pass.
that's recuperating.
I can
I've
pass.
recovered my Achilles. My Achilles and my shoulder are good. I just got some new
all I'm
basketball
gonna say
shoes. And
is
you trying to take
we
me
gotta
out the
get up and
game.
down to that court about 4 times, and you done. You like
You're done.
we like pause, time out.
You're
she
done.
found me obviously because I can't breathe.
We need at least one person that ain't gonna have to have no type of inhaler, no assistance, no none of that. We gotta have somebody to make us look credible because really, the truth, the show should be called "We Should Have Retired from This" because some of us should not be doing this at all. So now we really can say can't retire from this because this is actually Lindsay's job. This for us is we just talking like we can still get out there. I'm just throwing that out there, Lindsay. Yes, we are using you for your name.
That's fine. That's fine.
The game. But you got my vote because I can't play no more and you can.
That's crazy.
Yes.
It's clear. It's clear. You gotta know. You gotta know why you're here. Know why you're here, baby.
Well, there's your vote, Melanie.
Okay. So, Lindsay, welcome to the team.
Welcome.
I'm honored, y'all. Thank you. I was a little nervous, for my Pacific Northwest and my Midwest people. But I got love for y'all. I got love for basketball everywhere.
Cool.
So I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Keep balling too. Do your thing.
Do your
Thank you. Thank you.
You got true fans over here for real. Let somebody say something about you. I'm telling you, can't retire from this. Gonna get real close in person. But they better not say nothing about Lindsay Allen from now on, and I mean it. Talk about her stats.
That's the only time we sub in, right?
What?
So every time we sub, I got 5 fouls to give. I'll go right back out the game.
And I got another Achilles, and I do got a good knee. So if you need that,
only one.
Only one. But if you need any other body part, just not the left leg. That left leg is a little raggedy. I ain't gonna give you that one. But we got you. Hands down. Don't worry about it. Now you part of the team, can't retire from this. Man, listen. You gonna ball out of control this year. This gonna be something nasty. It's giving.
Okay.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
WNBA
season is around the corner.
Yep.
First year in Connecticut, right? Like we watching. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Enjoy that casino.
No, I got to keep my coin. You know what I'm saying? Not really much of a gambler.
Yes.
See, and she's smart. How can you not like that? And she's smart. Well, our team is one larger. Yeah, can't retire from this. None of us can. All right, we had a good time with Lindsay. Here is her interview with Mel from a while ago now. Enjoy.
All right. What's up, y'all?
We back at it.
We back here, Lindsay Allen at the Chicago Sky, starting point guard 2 days ago, okay? All right.
In Phoenix.
In Phoenix, live at the WNBA All-Star Activation Space Round 21. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, Lindsay, how does it feel to be the first verbal commit of can't retire from this? She is our first athlete verbally signed to Can't Retire from this. Repping our shirts. It's all of our shirts, okay? All right.
What's her name on the shirt? We need to get her name on the shirt.
We'll have our signature Lindsay Allen tee coming whenever I am not busy.
Fair. It's not coming. Haven't seen any plans for it. I'll be coming.
Don't hold your breath, folks.
That's why she's a verbal commit, okay? Ain't signed nothing.
You know, I'm very honored to be the first commit. I was honored when Melanie, sent out that scholarship and said, we want you to be part of this team, a part of Can't Retire from this. Just lucky to be here. Been knowing Melanie for years, over 20 years at this point. Like 22 years probably, something like that. Yeah, it's been a while since we were like little hoopers, but it's always.
I shouldn't tell you about that, but I'll tell you. It's fine. You made it now.
Right.
I mean, we knew Lindsay was going to go to the league from when we were like 8, so.
No surprises.
Mind you, I'm like 2 or 3 years older than Lindsay, so like she was playing up. Nah, you ain't dogged me in the WCAC championship game though, so that y'all
nice.
won.
Yeah,
I left.
yeah.
But anyway,
Go Johnnies.
Hi, Mel. Mel trying to flex away. Is she the guest or not?
Right. Should I leave? Like, what's going on? Should I interview you? Let me get the mic.
Actually, yeah.
And the hat too. Come on.
all right. Back at it. All right, Lindsay. When you become a WNBA All-Star, what challenge do you think you would excel at?
The skills challenge, of course. Like, what do you? For sure, the passing. I mean, that's just like a gimme. Like, I have to get the passing one and get through that one quick. Dribbling 1, 2, and then what is it, like a 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'll cash that. Then I'm out.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy.
You turn the camera around.
That's what I was like. We'll just
It's right here.
insert.
Right, for real.
Right.
Insert.
In the sandals. Let's go.
Literally.
All right, last 2 questions. We're here at round 21. What do you think is in the future of, round 21 and maybe Lindsay Allen? What would that look like to you?
I mean, first step, is of course the Lindsay Allen t-shirt. I would love to have one of those. I'm a big fan of Round 21 stuff. Their stuff is super, super dope. All their gear. It's about to sell out this weekend, so y'all better get it quick because it's about to sell out. I'm telling you right now. It's no more smalls or mediums. We got U smalls though. I might get one for my niece. But yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to see how Round 21 kind of like takes over in terms of the merch game. It's very exciting just having more companies that people can, support that's having WNBA gear and WNBA merch. Because people want to support. People want to buy t-shirts. They want to buy gear, hats, whatever, sweatpants, whatever. So it's just like having more companies is just like perfect for what we're trying to do.
The more options, the better.
Exactly.
Exactly. As long as they're authentic. Or you can even, slide in my DMs and get this exclusive.
Okay.
That there's only 20 that are printed.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but nah. I think just representing more people in the women's basketball space is important.
Yes.
Whether you're a player, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, I think everybody has contributed to the growth of the game, right?
I agree.
So,
even Melanie herself. Like, come on. Give it up for Mel.
Oh. I'm talking to our verbal commit here, okay?
Yeah, I know, right? Dang, I was a freshman. Like, cut me some slack. Right.
Which one, Mel? Which one is it?
Right.
Who's the star?
I'm crying.
No, I'm still salty from like Maryland camp and like when you got like MVP of my group. They pulled her up. Like she started with the youngins and then they pulled her up.
It's one of those moments though that you have to be like, if I'm gonna lose, at least it's to somebody you.
Yes.
That's fair.
Quite literally. Okay. You make great points, Jasmine. Maybe you should be in this seat. And then, we'll get Autumn Johnson to come through here. All right.
got perfect makeup. I'm not doing
Yes,
that.
no, she's
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Autumn is like perfect. All right. So Lindsay, when we had brunch earlier today, we was talking about some WNBA trivia. So let's see if you know some answers here.
Let's see.
Let's test it out. What year did the WNBA start?
Oh, 97.
97. Okay, that was a good year. What year did the WNBA All-Star Games begin?
97, right? Or no? Give me one more guess. 99.
1999.
Let's go.
There we go. There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
There we
Trivia
go.
queen. Stop playing with me.
What was the first year that Phoenix hosted the WNBA All-Star
It was
Game?
like 01, right? No. 99. When was it?
You skipped it. 2000.
It was 2000. I don't know why I thought it was 01. It was 2000.
Skip right over.
I did. Dang. Next one.
2000. All right. Who was the MVP of that WNBA All-Star?
We spoke about this. Tina Thompson.
Name 3 of the original 8 WNBA teams.
New York Liberty. Los Angeles Sparks. Who do I want to choose?
Okay, name 5.
Sacramento Monarchs, yeah. Was Phoenix or no? Phoenix wasn't. No, Phoenix wasn't. Utah Stars, yes. Okay, that's 4. Let's see, who would I want to go with? Oh, Houston Comets, like, come on now.
Here we go.
Detroit Shock, like, we can keep going with
Detroit
it.
Shock was not.
Oh, okay, let's cut that one.
No, not Detroit Shock. You was
Really?
good. Yeah.
When did they come in, like 99 or so?
I think so. Yes, and then they was like gone a few years.
So that's 5. Who's the other 3?
Cleveland Rockers,
Portland, or no?
Orlando
They came in later.
Miracle, I believe. No, Charlotte Sting.
Charlotte, okay. So it's 7 and 1.
I know.
Ask her a different question.
No, but she got 5.
Yeah, I got them. I
I know,
got 5.
but you
Yeah, I know. No, because I'm missing
Miami?
we'll have it written down.
one. Yeah,
Miami.
Nah,
now.
that's what we
Yeah,
gotta.
okay. That'd be smart.
All right, this one for all the stickers.
And the magnets?
And the magnet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And because it's you, I'm gonna name 5 players. Actually, name 8 players in WNBA history who have the same letter of the first and their last name.
That's me?
No, just in
Same letter. I was like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I get what you're saying. Tina Thompson. Cheryl Swoops. You said 5? 8?
8.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's 2. There are a lot?
Yeah. And you'll realize how many of them are like stars.
Yeah, like
Like in today's game, we're like, oh,
all of
The whole 28-year history.
oh, Ariel Atkins. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why I randomly thought of that. That's so random.
There's some easier layups.
Right.
Am I tripping?
Yes. I'll give you a letter.
Okay, L. Lisa Leslie. I'm crying. That's 4. I'm actually weak. Oh my god, let me lock in, y'all. Cynthia Cooper, let me stop playing with y'all. You know what? I just got to get warm up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, that's 5. Now I need 3 more. Oh, I don't know if you think about the same person. Marina Mabry.
Okay.
Okay. Hey. Yeah.
And there is another double.
Real popular. My age.
Maya Moore. Oh my gosh.
You're 7.
I'm actually sick. Yeah, Maya Moore. That's crazy. Okay, I need 1 more. I'm terrible at this. Oh my god. Okay, just name someone for me.
Current day. Who is everybody talking about?
I'm not saying the name. I'm not saying the name. Give me somebody else. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know her.
We gotta edit hella.
Kennedy Carter. Let's go.
Kennedy Carter. here.
I told you I got it. I got this. Yeah, CC. Like, it's over.
Kennedy Carter. Let's go. Shout out Chicago Sky. Come on. Yeah. Oh, teammates. Yes.
You know how it is.
Come on. All right, last question though. Why can't you retire from this?
I love it too much. There's no retiring from this, ever. Y'all see the brand?
Hey, so man.
This ain't a lie. This ain't a lie. I'm gonna get tatted right here.
That's it for us, y'all. The Can't Retire fam appreciates you tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the pod on whatever platform you prefer and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Can't Retire Project. Sideline Stories, a Can't Retire from this podcast, is produced and edited by Melanie Page, Brittany Brown, and Misha Jones. Our hosts are Misha Jones, Melanie Page, Jasmine Dallas, and Tanisha Benson, with special guest host Lindsay Allen. Thanks for listening.
After all this time, it's still a fire in my eyes. I'ma keep shooting my shot 10,000 more times. Yeah, I move like life really is on the line. How could I let go of something this special? Every single day I see a sign, a reason not to stop, keep it pushing through the grind. Look how far I came, baby, I've been on the rise. After all this time, it's still a fire in my eyes. I'ma keep shooting my shot 10,000 more times. Yeah, I move like life really is on the line. How could I let go of something this special?